Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Headline Salon, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Lincoln College, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln Park District, Grimaldi Law Office, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Lincoln Dare, Eaton Corporation, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, and by Four Corners Lube.
I think when I was in high school, we had one jersey. The white was on the inside, the black and gold was on the, it was a reversible.
Well, that or Denise just got tired of doing the laundry all the time, so she said, you got to get some more uniforms. I don't have to do it so often.
Railers win the opening tip. They move to the basket right in front of us. Jermaine down low, spins quickly with the left hand, and just shy of a dunk. A nice little close hook shot, and Jermaine gets on the board early.
Yeah, a great way to start out Jermaine, too. I love him posting on this block that's right in front of us where he can turn in the middle and use that left hand, and it was almost a throw-down force. He didn't hang on the rim by any means, but it was really close to a dunk for Jermaine. So a good start for the guys in white tonight.
Tipped away by Tate Sloan, and we've said that a couple dozen times already this season.
Well,
Tate's, like we talked about, he's the kind of guy you need.
Yeah, he's the reason he's out there. Defense and maturity and a senior leadership, a guy that knows what to do with the basketball, a guy that's feisty out there with his feet. There he gets another steal, him and Jermaine with a big trap in the corner. So, he knows his role out there, and he does a real good job of it.
Railers with an early turnover, an early 2-0 lead. A minute gone by. They go backdoor. Titus to Isaiah off the glass, and it'll fall.
Well, there's the patented play that coach has fallen in love with in the last couple of years, is that look away and then Titus to Bowers, and Bowers usually does a really good job, is pretty much open. That time he had to battle around one Trojan. Other than that, it was a pretty easy layup for him.
On the right side, they dump it in. Now swinging around for Charleston. Littleford watched by Bowers. Now on top to Busher. Far side to Phillips, back to Busher. Littleford tried to dump it inside. More quick hands. Isaiah with the steal. Into the front court. Takes it in. A little finger roll layup will go.
Isaiah Bowers. And a timeout taken by Charleston.
Minute 40 gone by. A 6-0 run for the Railers to get things started. Quickly, a 30-second timeout for Coach Mayhall for Charleston.
Yeah, a little shock.
And it's been a Railer score and then 2 turnovers and 2 baskets off those turnovers.
Yeah,
great way to start.
You're exactly right. A good start, and I love the way Coach Al went to Jermaine right away to get him going right in the post, got him on the block where he can score, as we talked about earlier. 5-inch size advantage on their big man, Caleb Hurst. Not only 6'4", Jermaine's got the advantage, but also just a sophomore, probably just learning a little bit, as Jermaine is also, but Jermaine right now a little more polished than him.
Railer basketball this year brought to you by Schneider Chiropractic Center, Grau Incorporated, and Headline Salon LLC. We'll tell you about some of the other fine folks bringing you Railer basketball throughout tonight's contest. 6-0 lead for the Railers. Phillips swinging around to Bonstetter. Tipped into the backcourt. Charleston recovers. Free throw line, Hurst turns in the lane, dumps it now over to Phillips. Phillips on the left side rejected away by Ben Grunder. Grunder did a nice job getting out there. Might have needed to be out there a little bit sooner, but he recovered well.
Yeah, close out, and Ben was able to get a couple fingers on that block shot. Tipped it out of bounds, but Charleston's struggling to find any opening in that 1-2-2 right now.
Phillips on top to Bonstetter. Right side to Busher. Skip it across the top of the zone to Busher in the corner, and traveling is going to be called. And you can just see it's not necessarily hesitation. It's a lot of uncertainty of well, we can pass it around the perimeter, but I don't know what else we do from there.
Yeah, eventually you got to get somewhere going to the hoop, and They tried that time. Phillips tried to get to the basket, Busher tried to get to the basket, but traveled up before.
Isaiah, top of the key. His three draws nothing but the floor. Isaiah with an air ball from the top of the key.
Yeah, and that's usually one of his better shots there, right at the top of the key. Of course, we talk about that where it's a great shooting location.
Well, and Josh, as good of a shooter as you were, we saw Isaiah catch it and turn, and then he took one little dribble as the Railers get a steal to try and gather himself. You wonder if that throws off the rhythm.
Yeah, no, it's never good.
And then Jermaine's going to be whistled for travel, but Isaiah kind of lobbed it up to him, and Jermaine took it a little bit too far under the basket.
Well, there's some traffic in there, too. Not a great spot to give a guy 6'9" cutting to the hoop, just a lob play with some traffic underneath. So just kind of an awkward little situation there anyways, but Jermaine high for the rebound on the missed shot from Hurst.
Cannon into the front court. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Railers with that early 6-0 lead. Hamlin at the high post. Grunder around a screen. Right side three on the way. Won't get the bounce. Rebound down to Busher for Charleston. Now he's picked up his dribble in the backcourt, but Phillips will work it across the timeline. Dump it down low, but Jermaine Hamlin's right there for the steal.
Yeah, another turnover for Charleston, and basically just threw it right to Jermaine. I think right now when they look up, they see a guy in a white and green and red jersey all over the place, and not a lot of places. Here's
dump it down low. Jermaine with the rebound.
Yeah, good job by Jermaine. Nice feed pass too by Cannon on the wing. Jermaine unable to get the first one to go, but as he's going to have multiple opportunities at this, he's going to get his shot again.
Littlefoot first on Charleston. Here comes the lob to Tate. Can't get it in. They bounce it out to Grunder. Grunder on the right side goes right by his guy, off the glass and good.
And Grunder.
Railers 8, Charleston nothing halfway through quarter number 1. You know, Josh, coming into this contest, of the 36 quarters the Railers have played, they have held they've held their opponents to under 5 points in 8 of those quarters. So you're looking at least one quarter a game where your opponent's not even getting 3 baskets.
Well, and a little bit of that is that the new teams we're seeing have not seen the 1-2-2, but you know, we did some that to some teams in the holiday tournament, the Thanksgiving holiday tournament, that had seen us before. So when this defense wants to get down and move, we can cover some ground.
First foul on Cannon. Busher misses first, and now the second free throw, so Charleston still looking to get on the scoreboard. 3:40 to go, Railers on top, 8-0. Isaiah back over to Grunder on the right side. Trying to set a screen as Isaiah lost it. Stolen away by Busher along the left side with the layup is good. Charleston on the board, cuts it to 8-2. Sloan on the far side. They try to dump it down to Jermaine, but it's tipped away. So the Railers a victim of quick hands on that turnover. Phillips, Grunder steal, kicks it over to Titus. Stolen right back by Charleston. Head to Hurst. Hurst on the low block. Shoots it over Jermaine, and Jermaine did a nice job of altering that one. A little chaotic right now. They get it back to Titus on the right wing to Grunder. Grunder back on top, swinging around to Sloan. 2:45 to go.
I think anytime you can throw it on the side over there by the Charleston bench and lob it into Jermaine, I think he's going to have that guy's trying to front him the whole time.
Titus goes by his guy, dumps it over to Isaiah on the low block. Isaiah had a little trouble handling it. Now Grunder slipping it around. Isaiah can't. Boy, it's the old you need a handle on it.
Yeah, a little problem spacing right now.
Isaiah 3, that's going to rattle off no good. Rebound to Blake Bonstetter. So the Railers use their defense, get out to an early 6-0 lead, and now there's a steal and a chance to score off a turnover. And then a foul is going to be whistled on Littleford as he bumped into Grunder, his second, team second.
Charleston foul on 15, Reed Littleford, his second. Team foul number 2 on the Trojans.
Chase Staggs, a 6'1 senior, will check in. Littleford will head out with those 2 fouls. No substitutions yet for the Railers. Sloan, far side to Cannon. Under 2 minutes to go. Lincoln up 8-2. Sloan looking for Jermaine. Well, he's got him sealed off. Jermaine catches against 2. And then steps. Traveling called on Jermaine. Josh, is that one of those cases where Jermaine's got to recognize the double team and get rid of it quicker?
Well, I think, too, the passer's got to recognize where the help side is, too. I think Isaiah led him into a bad situation there where he had 2 guys on him.
Phillips back to Busher. Busher now to Phillips. Tried to dump it inside, and there's Isaiah just ripping it right out of his hands. Bounce over to Grunder, off the glass, and good.
Yeah, nice job by Isaiah stealing it and then taking it to distance. And a good job by Grunder of not thinking Isaiah's going to take it all himself. He followed the lane, and there was Grunder to get that easy, too.
10-2, Railers up. Minute 9 to go. 3 on the way, that's going to be no good. Jermaine tried to grab the rebound. Tate saved it, but saved it off a teammate's foot. And it'll stay with Charleston. Nope, they're going to say it was last kick by Charleston.
Yeah, kick by Charleston.
Outbounds to the Railers.
Minute to go in quarter number 1. Railers with a 10-2 advantage. Cannon, lob play to Jermaine, the catch and the dunk.
Uh-oh. Way up there, too. Jermaine went high, and Cannon threw it to a place that only one guy on the court was going to get to, and that would have been Jermaine, and he was perfectly timed and a perfect pass by Cannon.
12-2. Well, I'll tell you one thing. From when he let go of that, like you talked about, it looked like it was too high.
Yeah.
But then Jermaine just...
it was about the top of the square, as you tell your youngster or anybody to shoot the ball off the square. It was about the top of that, and we're not used to seeing guys go up that high and get it.
12-2 with 35 seconds to go, and a foul is going to be whistled on the Railers. Foul is going to be whistled on Colton Holiday. Holiday in the contest for Jermaine. 36 seconds to go. Grunder, Bowers, and Hamlin each with 4 for the Railers. And Isaiah rips it away, and another steal as he takes it away from Hurst.
Now that'd be the 9th turnover for Charleston here in the first quarter. So the Railers active, and Charleston still trying to figure out that 1-2-2 on where to go.
Also into the lineup for the Railers, Drew Bacon. He's got it right now at the free throw line. Cannon near the timeline, down to 10 seconds. Railers up 12-2. Right side to Grunder. Bacon pops out, tipped away by Busher. Down to 5. Will he have time for the layup? He won't get it to go, but he's fouled, and Busher will go to the line, shooting 2.
Fouls on Lincoln's 23, Drew Bacon. His first. Team foul.
First on Drew, third on the team.
To the line for the Trojans.
First free throw on the way, rolls good. Busher with all 3 of their points so far.
For Charleston, Zach Bennett and Nate Simpson ends the game. Busher shoots 1.
12-3. Free throw on the way. That rolls good, 12-4. 2.2 to the Railers have time. Cannon at the timeline, lets it go, and it is short. Score at the end of 1. Lincoln 12, Charleston 4. Back with the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Getting ready to start the second quarter of action, along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Railers lead 12-4. Charleston with the basketball to start the second quarter. On the floor for the Railers, Sloan, Bowers, Bacon, Holiday, and new into the lineup, Isaac Dewberry for his first action of the night. Dump it down in the corner, 3 on the way. Rattles in and out, no good, and Bacon snatches the rebound away. Railers with their first possession of the quarter. Sloan into the front court. Left side to Holiday. Holiday, Bacon at the high post. Bowers pops out. Thought about a three. Now he's going to drive in. 1-on-3 off the glass. No. Tries to get his own rebound.
Yeah.
Tips it back out to Holiday.
Good job by Isaiah. Didn't get the shot to go, but kept it with it and just tipped it out. And a couple of Railers were out there to grab it.
Holiday now on the far side to Bacon. Minute gone by in the second. Isaiah drives, kicks back out to Sloan. Bacon getting a Sloan from Holiday. Drew drives in off the glass. No, they're going to say offensive foul.
Player control foul on Lincoln's 20th. Drew Bacon, his
Second on Drew, fourth on the team. And it looked like Drew may have dropped that forearm and
a little late. I mean, it looked like it was several seconds after the play. Drew had already made the basket, and they had called the foul. So he might have gotten into it a little bit, but it wasn't a whole lot of contact there.
Hamlin back in for Bacon, who's picked up his second foul. Approaching the 6:30 mark in the first half. Reminder, Railer basketball brought to you by 5th Street Food Mart and Lincoln Heating and Cooling. Nice job by Isaiah stealing it away, and then he threw it off of Charleston as they tried to take it away from him.
Yeah, good hustle by Isaiah.
Went out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Railers. Coach Mayhall trying to express his opinion to the officials. Inside to Holiday. Holiday in the lane, and a foul is going to be called, and Colton will go to the line shooting two.
Yeah, nice aggressive drive there by Holiday. Not just a drive, but a slip screen, and then Holiday got it right in the middle. And a lot of times we've seen Doc Holiday try to pass out or not be aggressive around it when he gets in the middle there, and that time he was right up with the basket. Nice release from the lefty junior, and the first free throw is good.
And you know, the other important thing with both Holiday and Hamlin in the lineup is it's important for Colton to show that he's willing to make that move, because when they collapse on him,
sure,
you've got 6'9" Jermaine standing there to help clean up.
Well, and you've seen now in the last couple of possessions where they've really decided to help deep into
stolen away. Tate slips it ahead to Isaiah, who lays it up and in. So after Colton split the free throws to make it 13-4, Isaiah off the steal from Sloan makes it 15-4. And then a foul is going to be whistled on Isaiah as he's a little too close over there on the sideline.
Fouls on Lincoln's 33, Isaiah Bowers, his first.
First on the senior, fifth on the team. Ben Grunder checks back in, replacing Bowers. And I think Isaiah's actually going down to the end of the bench to get a
little bit of that tonight. Noah Funk had it in the first game.
Yep.
A little blood on the uniform and coming from the elbow, and now it is Isaiah with it.
And another tip away, another steal, and another turnover charge to Charleston. 5.5 to go in the first half. Lincoln up 15-4.
Yeah, I like to see him just clear out and give Big Jermaine the basketball down low.
Tate thought about a three, didn't take it. Now he's going to spin in the lane, dump it over, goes up strong, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting two.
Nice move by Sloan there. Little dipsy-do, little turn, a little reverse spin on the dribble, and then got Jermaine's man to come over and help on the layup, and then did a nice job of passing the ball over to Jermaine, and Jermaine went up and got fouled.
First free throw on the way, up and good. Jermaine came in a 48% free throw shooter on the season. Something that he and, as we've talked about, the rest of the team is going to have to work on.
Yeah,
but
nice.
Jermaine gets them both.
Yeah, two nice ones, too. One nothing but net, one barely hit the iron there on the last one. So nice touch by Jermaine there, the big lefty. And when you can make free throws being that big, you're going to have a lot of opportunities.
17-4, nice move. And then swatted away by Jermaine. Foul's going to be whistled on Hamlin. The fans are wanting goaltending.
No.
Well, Jermaine slapped the backboard. Remember, we've had this discussion that the rule says that if you slap the backboard in the motion of blocking a shot, if it's a natural reaction, that is not goaltending. And that's what Jermaine did.
Right. You could hear it from here. Even with our headphones on, you could hear it.
Zach Bennett missed the first. Missed the second. So Charleston stuck on that 4. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Grunder with a nice move down baseline. Cut off there by Dayton Simpson. Dewberry goes to the basket, throws it up, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled on Charleston. That'll go against Zach Bennett, his first. Yeah, you knew that was coming. You saw that coming. The T has been called on the Charleston coach.
Yeah. Sit him down.
Technical foul charge against the Charleston bench as Dewberry will shoot free throws for Lincoln.
So Dewberry at the line shooting the free throws. First one on the way is good. Now get a chance to practice free throws here. Second one, good again.
Nice job by Isaac. I always get those two mixed up, and after you've made 2, coach is going to award you to shoot the technical as well after you haven't drawn any iron.
You were saying?
Sorry, Isaac.
Now you got me doing it.
I know.
See, Isaac misses the first one. And
there it is.
So 3 out of 4 at the line. Railers up 20-4. And now with the basketball. And now we've got
meeting of the minds.
I think they're just trying to coordinate if it should be Lincoln's ball. And I have to tell you, we have a great look. The coach for Charleston could not look any more disinterested in the game right now.
Yeah.
4:40 to go in the first half. Railers up 20-4. Grunder cut off by a double team, and then a foul whistled down low. Foul on Charleston. That'll go against Simpson. Cannon back in, replacing Dewberry. 4:38 left in our first half. Railers on top by 16. Charleston looking for their first points of the quarter.
Both teams are now in the bonus.
Bowers down in the corner to Grunder. Isaiah back on top to Cannon. Sloan dumps it into Jermaine. Yep. And Jermaine got whistled trying to clear himself. And I think that's just a bad habit that big men have. Nice pass. And Jermaine with just a little bit of a shove.
Yeah, and you love to see him working his tail off to get in position, and then, that's what sometimes deters a big man from gaining contact and trying to really post hard is when referees don't allow you to be physical when the defensive guy is being physical with you. And that time Jermaine got hit with a foul, and you hope that it doesn't stop him from continuing to post hard.
Simpson. Now over to Accord. Back to Phillips. Accord fires a long 3. Missed badly, but it almost acted like a pass as Bennett's there for the rebound and lays it up and in. .350 left in the first half. Lincoln 20, Charleston 6. Oh, Grunder was open, cutting down the lane.
I think Charleston's starting to bring up the pressure a little bit out on the perimeter. So I think you can see some backdoors called for the Railers from Coach Al.
Traveling called on Isaiah, so the Railers turn it back over. Bonstetter. Phillips. Over to Bennett. Back now to Bonstetter. three on the way is no good. Rebound Holiday, and they're fighting for it. A cord comes in, alternating possession on the tie-up. It'll go to the Railers.
Good battle in there by Holiday. They had a couple opportunities for offensive rebounds in the last couple possessions, and Charleston has come away with them.
Cannon right down the lane, dumps it over to Holiday, back out to Grunder. Grunder looks to make a move. Now the Railers will reset. Sloan, now to Cannon, back to Isaiah. Isaiah hands off to Grunder, top of the key. At the elbow, back now to Sloan. This game's taken a long time to feel like it's going to get any kind of rhythm.
Yeah, it's hard to. Neither team scoring real well.
Isaiah pulls up from 15 and didn't get the bounce. 2:45 to go in the first half. Lincoln on top, 20-6. Busher bounces over, kick back out to Phillips, now to Busher. Thought about a three, spins in the lane, dumps it over to Bennett. Baseline jumper is good.
Zach Bennett.
Charleston on a 4-0 run. I figured I'd get it in while I could for them. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Bowers down the lane, dumps it over to Colton, off the glass and good.
Yeah, and I think the Railers can do that about any time. Bowers got right to the middle, and so far Charleston has shown that they're going to come over and help with anybody that's around. That time again, Bowers, you've seen a couple times where the Railers have gotten to the middle of the lane, and we've been able to pass off to the guy that's come over and help.
22-8. Bennett with a nice move off the glass, and it spins good. Well, Busher had 4 in the first. Bennett has all 6 here in the second, and the Railer lead is 22-10. Grunder on the right wing, back on top to Isaiah. A minute and a half to go in the first half. Cannon back on top to Grunder. Now holds Bowers. All the Railers around the perimeter. Cannon with the drive in the lane. Hands off to Colton again, off the glass, good again.
Yeah, another dribble drive. Cannon that time to the middle and kicked off to Holiday, who's been a recipient of some nice passing by the Railers and some easy layups.
Under a minute, 24-10. Railers up by 14. You know, and it seems like they've had trouble scoring, but they came in averaging about 49 points a game. So 24 and a half is right on pace with what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Down to 35 seconds. Charleston looks like they might be holding for one. Down in the corner to Busher. Busher got Bowers in the air, dumps it to Bennett, who lays it up off the glass, and good again. Bennett has been the answer for the Trojans in the second quarter. He has 8 of the 12, and 12 is the lead for the Railers at 24-12.
11 seconds here.
Holiday gets the Cannon.
Got to go 6-5.
Something. Isaiah to 2. Isaiah pulls at 15. It'll go at the buzzer.
Basket by Isaiah Bowers, and that is the end.
Isaiah hits as the first half ends. Our score, Lincoln 26, Charleston 12. We'll be back with the Josh Komnick Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center halftime show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.